All right, homies, it is time. We are recording, and Snooze Ooze is the name of the game. So we're picking up where we left off when it comes to Omnimaw. I believe this was our background music at the time, so I'll go ahead and put that back on. And yeah, you guys had just cleared the central chamber of this lair of Mylar, this little cult that seems to have been sworn to service for one of the most brutal Fate Lords. Not that there's a lot that aren't. And in the process, of course, some arrivals occurred. We not only had the Elven brothers find their way in here, but we had some creatures emerge in their place. And while initial introductions have already gone underway, it is still technically hostile territory, and there's an unknown amount of the cult of Mylar still roaming the interior. So, the question is then, with Vraxis occupied in another room, and I believe somebody, I can't remember if it was Squelch or somebody else, mentioning where Vraxis went to Selkor and Theron. Are you guys going after him? What are you non-Vraxis guys doing?
Well, yeah, last we left off, we heard him banging into a door multiple times before a loud crack of him presumably opening the door. So Selkor would definitely be on his way.
Right.
As you approach, you hear very vicious sounds. Bones snapping, flesh tearing.
Wonder what that could be.
Nothing good. Is Squelch in my bag, or is he non-bag?
He might have been prank bagged or something. Yeah, he's supposed to be, but oh, there you go.
I look through that wall, Squelch. Tell me what you see.
A whole lot of nothing.
You see the void.
That's right.
Is this where Vraxis went?
You see a shattered door with pieces of metal and stone splintered everywhere. Another feat of this creature's remarkable strength, perhaps.
In his most common tongue, Sylvan, he will say, hello?
Well, Vraxis does understand Sylvan. So.
You just hear a violent snap, and something wet splatters on the floor just out of sight.
That's hardly a way to say hi back. And he'll step more into view.
Selkor, as you do, you reveal you see before you the Vraxis creature that is currently tearing into, well, I'll let Vraxis describe it.
Yeah, Vraxis is on all fours. His mouth is in this man's ribs. You see his head shake violently, and another wet, squelching sound escapes the cavity as a rib goes flying, and you see a heart-shaped thing slither into its gullet. The beast, then, still feral, at least for a moment, violently jerks towards you. Its eyes wide, but you have a moment to say something before it recalculates.
Selkor will use his reflexive riposte and say, I wouldn't continue.
It's reflexive riposte again? Yes. Wow.
If you continue to move towards me.
Seemingly in response to your words, as it feels the wave of strange magic run over it again, the creature in red pauses. Its eyes, once dilated and with their black pupils, now return to their more normal, sickly yellow. And it seems to regain some composure. Rising to its feet, it rather oddly gracefully, actually, wipes its mouth and looks at you before saying, "That didn't stop me the last time."
Well, I've learned.
The beast raises a black eyebrow and as it takes a step forward and says, "Did you now?"
Would that activate my reflexive riposte, or he just like teleport with me as he takes another step?
Do you want it to activate your reflexive riposte?
Yeah.
All right. That means that the two of you will switch places.
As Vraxis teleports, he beholds Theron. He says, "Ah, yes. The other one. The Fearless."
Theron will step forward, looking amused, and he will say, "Don't be rude now, brother. For some creatures, hunger is merely a dialect."
Yes, I've learned that, but to eat something so gross.
Well, just look at him. Did you think you'd be eating croissants?
Yes, what is that other saying? You are what you eat?
I'll
I think
have you know, Vraxis interjects, oddly offended all of a sudden for someone who just had his head inside of a man's chest. "This is just as new to me as you. You ought to know." He takes a step forward into a non-existent squelch. "You're the one who broke the seal."
As you step forward towards him, I will kind of like step behind you so that we're in a flanking position.
Yeah, I don't. There you go.
Okay. I guess that's how that works.
Yeah, it's a bit of a prank, but that's all right. That's what we've come to expect.
Well, I would say, if it wasn't for us, I think you would still be in that box. The least thanks you could give us is to tell us who or what you are.
Who am I? Vraxis spins on his heel yet again as these crafty elves keep circling like sharks. "Who am I? You come to my tomb, to the tomb of Vraxis Terenon, to the tomb of the Blades of Fate. You come to the Archon of Mylar, and you open the crypt, and you do not know what you behold."
Well, I came here for Squelch. And he'll show the bag.
Is Squelch visible? Does Squelch want to be visible from the bag?
It Squelch does.
There you go.
And as his little head will poke out, he will say, You have too many titles. Shorten them, please.
Silence, disposal. Just speak. Yeah, never mind.
That's it. That's all he needed.
I will not be lectured by one so base in their tastes.
Are we not more similar now?
How would I fucking react to that? Jesus. What's
Yes,
a rage
he-
check?
He did eat a human earlier.
It was very tasty.
The Blade Lord did say that there would be side effects. Vraxis looks thoughtfully. It's a strange expression, as if he does not make that look very often.
Would you like to know what you look like?
That's such a fucking own line. Ownage.
What?
I shall demonstrate. It is easier that way. And with a few brief arcane whispers and a wave of his hand, Theron's appearance shifts.
Ooh.
Into that of your own.
WTF2 Raxus?
It would seem that you have emerged from a cocoon crafted by this Blade Lord, and I, before you as a mirror, represent what you have become. Your evolution.
Wait, what? You became me, or did you become something?
No, yeah, he became you. He transformed himself to look
He
at
literally
you.
said, "I am you."
Yeah.
Oh. I'm so much slower since the waking, but just as handsome as when I died.
Ah, yes.
Braxis leans in uncomfortably close as he says this. His face mere inches from yours, which is also his. You can smell the gore on his breath and count the needles that are his teeth.
Ah, yes. The type of creature who death does not discriminate to, and decomposition does not hurt.
There's a sudden eruption of chanting from the room to the north, which seems a little ominous. You're only able to catch phantom sounds and noises that appear to speak of bones?
Would
What?
Braxis know of anyone else who was buried here?
Many warriors that had either been sacrificed to or died in the name of Mylar. But perhaps some of your particular kills of the past had been interred here as well. That was the business of the cult as opposed to you. And I am about to finish writing a message about what you asked earlier as well.
Okay.
Well, as much as I love a good fight, thanks to our very handsome friend, I am not in the best condition to fight.
It would be a shame if we let them awaken some of his old friends.
There is only one to be awoken, only one to be fed. If I am to return to my peak, to shake off this grog, I will need blood. I will need sacrifice. I will need a sanguinary.
And then Praxis just walks off. His mind seemingly made up. Is this door locked?
The door does seem to be difficult to make budge.
Without waiting, he begins beating the shit out of it again.
Has he always been like this? He'll say to Squelch.
You do not want to hear. He always forgets I exist.
And what do you think? Do you think we should open that door?
I think I want more meat.
As Squelch says this, and Vrax's makes an attempt on the door's life, there's some rattling that appears to be occurring in the nearby graves that seem to have been planted here.
Vraxus, was it? It looks like your problems are coming to us. And he will look towards the graves and pull out his rapier.
We shall see which one of you is worthy of the title then. Which one of you will continue your service?
Vraxis then heads towards the grave with his blade drawn and prepares an action to strike down whatever undead monstrosity comes out.
The first
Before
one... Oh, go ahead.
Before the combat starts, Selkor would like to message Theron and say, "And what happens if these are stronger than Vraxus? Do we keep them instead?"
I suppose there's only one way to find out, brother.
Was that a message or said aloud?
Oh, it was a message.
Okay.
The first that emerges does so betwixt all of you, and is swiftly followed by writhing bones. The covers of these graves shift and are shoved off onto the ground. They land with a resounding thud that shakes dirt and dust from the ceiling, making visibility ever so slightly worse in this dusty place. But as the dust does settle, and your eyes are able to pierce the shroud, the first thing you'll see is what appears to be an endless bounty of bones in each of the graves that also begin to stir. And for this, I do think in order... Oh, no, I can still add squishes. But I'm sure it'll be silly because of the attachment system.
So endless bones.
I hope our barbarian is ready to eat while we bust down that door, because something tells me we have to kill the guys doing the ritual.
Something tells me we could just leave.
Yeah, but Demon
I
Man.
wonder if I could go under the door.
Eh? That's the funny part about you being a barbarian, is that you're the tank, but you can also just leave.
Yeah. Ooh, is that a grate in the floor? Ah, well, I think I'm going downstairs, guys. I'll see you later.
That's right.
Does my held action go out?
Yeah, you stabbing this guy right in the face,
Yeah.
or wherever you're stabbing him. Well, that is a clean hit, despite his shield. All right.
SMH. Some dust got in Vraxus's eye.
Still, your strike proves sufficient to slice through some of the bone in the shoulder. And that leaves us with Theron's turn.
Still under the appearance of Vraxus,
Yeah, that's right.
Theron will draw his short sword and go, "Well, I suppose it could be fun trying things your way." And then he will also swing at the skeleton to the north. Of the north?
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, is that skeleton Everestus?
Dude, I don't think we ever told the viewers, but the bit that I was actually might have created Everestus for this campaign was a real thing.
No, we did not.
Hey,
Oh shit, that's 3. Still, that's pretty good because the skeleton is looking already pretty well softened.
I don't think I have any. Nope, I don't got any bonus actions, so that's it.
All right. Seizing into action after sustaining multiple sword blows, the skeleton draws its own short sword and begins to parry at you. Oh, but an easy deflection, perhaps too easy, as the skeleton is rendered less than successful in its attack. Its shield still at the ready. You notice a dagger festooned upon its waist, buried in some of its bones. It will likely be the next weapon that it looks for.
Well, Vraxus will attack with his other dagger now to get that +2, since it is a fresh weapon, and he has 1 momentum. $19, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Max damage, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Skeleton's barely standing on after that one. You'd think it's about ready to crumple into a pile of bones.
And with his second momentum, that gives him a free action, which he's going to use to deploy his longsword. He's going to be wielding it. He's going to just drop both daggers and deploy it, wielding it in both hands. For the max damage.
Just so I remember, can you remind me how you're doing double attack in one turn? I'm not sure which
So
one.
the bonus, the dagger was my bonus action, and then that because I already got the momentum from the first attack that was reserved. Unless
you
that
threw
means
the dagger at him? Is that what you mean?
No, I stabbed him.
Where do you get your bonus action stab from? Because it's an item
I have
action
two
you can
daggers.
throw.
I have 2 daggers.
Yeah.
Right, but where's the action coming from?
So I only attacked with so I declared it before the combat start that
Yeah. But you can't bonus action melee attack.
You would have to bonus action throw the dagger, which would be fine based on your roll. Even the penalty in melee range wouldn't make it not a hit. So I was just confused as to where the bonus action came.
Oh, you can't bonus action melee?
No,
Jason did that all the time.
No, Jason had like dual weapon fighting or whatever, so he had like a whole feature for it.
I thought that was only that gives you the. Oh, okay, never mind.
It doesn't really matter because you still have you still have it working. It just means that your second dagger got buried in the bones or something instead of you dropping it. It's effectively the same thing. I just was confused about something.
Oh, okay.
So if you're going ahead with your longsword attack, then we'll say that's easily enough to cleave it down, rendering it fully obsolete now. Though you will notice the pile of bones beneath it does not stop shaking.
Mm-hmm. Vraxus is not very smart.
I am Mylar's reckoning.
he says as he takes a confident step towards the other one. But otherwise ends his turn because he's out of action.
Yeah. Well, you're doing great taking aggro because the second skeleton looked like he was about ready to attack the other you, but perceiving you as more of a threat, grabs his own long sword and takes a big swing towards you.
My AC's 15.
Damn,
That's
son.
nothing. Damn, 1 health.
A clean slice against you leaves Selkor up next. And you do have a squelch with.
I do. All right. Let's see.
Does throwing me count as an item action?
Yeah. A bonus action because it's an item action.
All right. So here's my question.
Yeah.
The real question of life of Squelch. If I use Misty Switch on a target, can I drop Squelch on their head?
Well, when you bind yourself to a target, right, with Misty Switch, it does mean that you can basically use touch actions against them. So
Yeah.
you behave as if you were right next to them, even if you aren't. So yes.
Okay.
It would kind of look like imagine this is Dogvinity or some other game like that, and imagine your character animation is grabbing the bag that has Squelch in it and throwing him up, like chucking, like holding onto the bag and like rising it above your head, and then suddenly stopping it, so he flings out of the bag, and then the teleport thing. The magical teleport grabs Squelch and then deposits him on top of the head. So as he goes up and then falls down. Also, I really like the answer to that question. It's really good.
All right. But that would still be bonus action, obviously, because throwing him is an action. Okay, good.
Just dispensing him from the bag is a bonus action.
Right, but Misty Switch is the other
Right,
bonus
yeah,
action.
yeah.
So yeah. Well, I think for the memes it's pretty good. So he will. Hold on, let me, because I still can't click on the Misty Switch thing and have it pop up as a card. So
Yeah,
I gotta
that's
open
right.
the definition in my character sheet. Sorry, boys. Oh wait, no, but that means that Squelch would be on my head because I would switch with the skeleton after he moves. So I actually can't do that.
You can make melee
if I
and touch
want-
actions
Right, but then I switch places with the skeleton.
when they go.
Right.
Yeah,
So
but
I was trying to
you are still going
trying
to put Squelch on their head first. And then
Right, but
they'll
I
wear
was trying to-
Squelch, and then Squelch will be on their head when they switch.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know
It
Squelch
worked-
would be a wearable item.
I mean, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that's what happens there. So
All right, I don't hate that. Okay.
Squelch can be as small as Squelch wants.
What is
so.
this? What is this bottom skeleton holding for a weapon?
the bottom skeleton has a spear and nothing else.
All right, he's gonna step down here. He will Misty Switch, which I can't click on the card, even though I just tried to do it again, idiot.
Sorry.
And then he will, and then he will click on his Squelch card that he does not currently have to drop Squelch on the head. And basically, what the party will see is the bottom skeleton being enveloped in his psionic magic, and then his bag lighting up in his hands as he just holds it out in front of him and turns it upside down, and you'll see a little bit of Squelch drop, and then Squelch will disappear onto the skeleton's head.
Perfect. So hold on, let me. Okay.
Oh, and then before his turn ends, as he's dropping Squelch, he will say, "Well, I can't promise you meat, but there are enemies."
Okay, you should be able to click on Misty Switch.
Oh shit! All right, I have 3 psi. That's 3.
Yeah, make sure you keep track of that because I can't. All right, so Squelch gets plunked onto the skeleton's head. The skeleton was looking like he was going to menacingly step forward, either towards you or somebody else, maybe your brother who looks like Raxus. And instead, he's like trying to attack Squelch. He is unsuccessful at doing much other than a glancing blow for a teensy 3 damage. And that's perfect, because Squelch could choose to rage now if Squelch wanted to. The rage of being out of the bag.
Do I actually have rages? I can't tell.
Don't we switch because of the action?
Yes, I was opening up his sheet to figure out. Oops, right. He really wanted
a lot.
He wanted to stay with you. Yeah. I was trying to figure out about rage. How does rage not exist from level 1? I don't.
Yeah, you have 2 rages at level 1.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
And
I just don't have any buttons or anything to.
Oh, that's just because I didn't configure the feature to rage properly. Here, hold on. Stay right.
Okay.
Please, quick, talk about Raxus's head. Isn't it a weird head?
Well, I was about to do a thing.
Eh?
This is not meat. You feed me, bow.
All right.
And then he rages.
Yeah. And now there's a button. There's even a button now, so you can
You
do
just hear an
something
angry
with it.
gurgle.
Bow. And now, while filled with rage, I will use. You'll see both ooze-made fists slam into the skeleton simultaneously.
Fuck yeah.
So, slash 1d20 plus. What was it? I forget. 2. Right? No, 4. Right? Because I have my yeah.
You have your rage bonus now, so.
Who just
I don't
made
think
a
that's
bonus?
to my attack though, right?
No,
That's
it's
only my-
for. Well, I don't have the updated rules as written one, or the updated 3 crow rule one, so open right now. But let me see.
What is he looking for?
Rage damage bonus is +1 at level 1. So it's basically plus your barbarian level. But
Okay.
it doesn't seem to apply for when you're actually
Attacking, it's just-
attacking.
Yeah,
It's for the
yeah.
damage roll. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
there you go.
All right. I need to type it out correctly. Here we go.
Hell yeah! All right, that hits.
Is that nice?
I feel like you should have advantage because he's on top of him.
6 damage. Nice.
Very nice. Pow, pummeling the skeleton with no survivors.
That's right. Well,
Since you're-
you've heard of what's his name? Daba.
He's tired.
Luciferius's character.
Ashtorian.
Ashtorian. You've heard of Ashtorian Punch Hard. Now Squelch Punch Hard, okay?
Hell yeah! That's good.
Squelch smash, bro.
Squelch don't think. Squelch punch.
Yes, correct. Well, it's canonical because he's raging.
That's
Yeah.
right.
So where's his advantage?
So is 11 good enough?
No, dude, you have advantage because you're on top of him.
Ah, I like that. It means that we get rewarded
Yeah.
for doing stupid shit.
Well, yeah, that should be the whole dynamic here.
What I was hoping would happen is that the skeleton would attack, which would switch us, and then he would try and walk around, or he would try and walk around, which would switch us, and then he would try to attack and just hit the wall because he can't actually see what he's swinging at.
All right, that's a double smash, and this skeleton's looking mighty brittle.
There you go.
Yeah, that's a good joke.
And that's the end of Squelch's turn.
Fuck yeah,
But
that
he
means
will
it's
continue
Theron.
smashing.
Hell yeah.
Dumb right.
All right. Gazing over at the one being attacked by Squelch, Theron will go.
Perhaps a bit of flame will make it right.
Well, by the way.
Does that hit?
That does hit, just barely.
That means he doesn't hit Squelch.
Oh wow, we
One
won.
damage.
Nice tickle, bro.
It scorches like his shin bone. And if it was a
I
human,
guess-
you know he would like grab his shin in pain, but he's a skeleton, so.
Reverse Narita.
I thought ancient rags would make for better tinder. Oh well.
Well, brother, you have to hit the rags.
Roasted.
The skeleton.
That's his whole turn? Jesus.
Yeah, the skeleton pile begins wiggling and violently vibrating. Perhaps soon it will reform.
All right, guys, we get two turns of them being dead, or one turn of them being dead, I guess technically.
Yeah, well, they're always dead.
Yeah,
DM,
that's-
what kind of weapon does this skeleton have?
A longsword.
Is that
yeah,
the
you
only
can
one?
see it in the picture.
He's got a dagger festooned in his bones.
Yeah. Well. I'm still gonna use my hot hands. Not hot hands. I'm gonna use Swiping Strike, since I have 3 momentum. As a bonus action, I will try and take that man's longsword.
Hell yeah. Okay, so he's got counter with a saving throw. He does not counter.
So in a lightning movement, Vraxis will just tear that weapon out of the skeleton, dancing to the side of the creature as he does so. And now, since that was a bonus action, I will choose to have deployed that weapon in my hands, and I will now stab the skeleton with its own sword.
Hell yeah.
You said it was a great sword or what?
Longsword.
Longsword. Okay, so I do have a longsword, but I'm going to just up my inventory to 2. I'm going to be wielding it in 2 hands. Now, that's a fresh weapon, so +2, so, and then +3 from my 3 successful hits because of my rage. Not my rage. Yeah, my my rage, not his rage.
Your rage, your version of rage.
So that's a 25.
I don't
That
think
does
that
hit.
hits.
And that's not what I'm looking. I'm looking for damage. There you go. That's 11.
Ooh,
Next
very, very good, very good. The skeleton is cleaved
wait,
nearly in
+2.
2.
Fuck.
But
Forgot the. Well, do I want to re-roll that because I didn't roll the 10 because I was wielding it 2-handed. I'll go with the damage.
Okay.
There's not a chance that I'll fucking roll
Yeah,
higher.
I was gonna say.
Pretty low chance, yeah.
There, go ahead.
Yeah, well, I was just saying, you definitely more than in air quotes bloodied that skeleton.
So, how does Okay, so I'm at 1 health.
Mhm.
So if he chooses to punch me, I just die. Because
I got you, bro. I have my reflexive riposte.
what's that? Oh, the skeleton will teleport with you?
Well, so what I'm hoping will happen, and Vraxis probably doesn't know this, but I've teleported you a couple times. I'm hoping that I can he will go to swing to attack you, and I can teleport with him, and he'll just hit the wall, and that'll be his whole turn. But I guess we'll find out.
Well, I just kind of want Vraxis to fuck off. So the thing is that because we always take damage from anything, I'm at 1 health. I cannot walk away from this man ever.
Yeah. So your life is in my hands, buddy.
Could have played Barbarian.
It's his turn next. So I'm
Squelch.
actually gonna die because of this.
Unless reflexive riposte works the way I think it does.
Your party member says he's got you, dude.
Yeah, okay. Fucking time to get punched, bro. Oh, also, you all, as I forgot about this since I'm bloodied, as Vraxis makes that strike, you'll all feel an irrational anger fill your hearts, and your senses will sharpen. Your next attack has a +1.
To attack and damage, but
Yo,
Oh,
he's
that's
making your
damage
rage
too?
even better.
is it?
Wait, my stuff is damaged too?
What does it say? Oh, it's attack roll. Oh yeah, it's only attack roll. Never mind.
It's damage. That's gonna be fucking +3 on that guy.
All right. Hold on, I gotta.
Well, seeing Vraxus beat up and battered, the party looking at the skeleton will see it enveloped in psionic magic of some sort, and we'll see what happens.
The skeleton turns round towards Vraxus. Dude, it would be really I just realized it would be really funny if the skeleton decided to attack Theron Vraxus instead of real Vraxus, and then teleported and stabbed real Vraxus. Anyway, the skeleton turns around to address its attacker and rips a dagger from its bones. Then Vraxus sees it attempt to drive that dagger directly through his heart. But not only would the attack have utterly failed to pierce proper defenses, there's a blink. And hey, Squelch, get back over there. And there's a blink, a flicker, and suddenly Vraxus, you're staring at the back of Selkor, and you hear a thunk against the wall as the skeleton's attack is less than effective against the granite.
Oh my god,
Perhaps
dude.
there is a different candidate to be anointed.
Sorry, I was just I was thinking about there being like some kind of special character feature where I can choose to teleport, and every time I choose to teleport this way, maybe with an extra psi, I bring Squelch with me like a fucking Pokemon. All because of Foundry.
Yeah, you had that idea because of the goofy ass fucking attachment mechanic.
Flipping around and observing that Vraxus is indeed still alive, Selkor will say, "Yes, perhaps." This is gonna be a meme. I can already feel it.
I think I may have fixed it.
Yes, perhaps you shall not die this day. And he will step forth to spending. So he has 3 psi. Oh no, he has 2 psi. Then +1 from the teleport, so he has 3 psi. Expending 1 psi to cast Shocking Grasp as a bonus action.
Yeah.
He will hit the skeleton.
And that shocks it into dust. Oh shit. Dust that seems to vibrate with more than just electrical magnetism and magic.
He will then, without turning to Vraxus and taking another step forward, perhaps nothing that isn't already dead will die today. I can't move. Where can I move? There you go.
Oh, there's a wall there.
Yeah,
It's hard to see.
He'll step forward again. Do I have advantage on this because he's covered in my goop?
Damn right. He's occupied.
He's occupied.
Nice. That is going to skewer that skeleton and collapse him into vibrating pieces of bone and dust and bone dust.
And with a flourish, he will sheathe his rapier, and he will turn to the rest of them as Squelch probably just sits there on top of the bone pile awkwardly.
Yeah.
And he'll say, "Perhaps we should all just leave." And he will take another step towards the door without going too far.
As the skeleton begins to attempt its own reassembly, Squelch, you find yourself atop a bone pile that has been freshly dematerialized. Perhaps you're still angry and, enraptured with rage. But at least you remember that Vraxus seemed quite keen on smashing doors, and maybe that would soothe your rage. I don't know.
You're also angrier.
Yeah, you're extra angry because Vraxus is angry.
Oh yeah, I didn't even roll the +1 with the advantage.
That's all right.
I eat meat, not bones. And now he's going to rush over to the door.
Just,
try to get past it by any means necessary.
all right. Is that a smash attempt first or no?
Sure, yeah.
I'm just thinking because of your rage, but it doesn't have to be if you want to
Because
just try to
of
move
the
it.
rage, yeah, he'll just smash it.
Okay.
So I'll roll an attack roll. Which I have to do manually because I don't have a punch.
Yeah, we should add that.
Don't forget your +1.
Oh, that's right. It's gonna be +5. Oh
That
my
one.
fucking!
You
fuck.
hurt your fist.
Flank the door, bro. You're flanking the door.
You have advantage on strength checks.
Oh, yes.
That is
That's
true.
unironic because he's raging.
I like the idea that it's just Squelch. Like the first one is just Squelch trying to turn the handle.
Yeah, it doesn't work, and then he just fucking smashes it. Perfect. Well, the door was already a little bit weakened from Vraxis's push, and so it'll be to little surprise that this one too clambers off and blows past the security mechanism, slamming open with a resounding thud, revealing what appears to be another chamber with meat in it, Squelch. Meat, actual meat.
Yeah, everyone's just gonna hear.
Intimidation check?
Blasting a door open and yelling meat. I think that's a solid intimidation check.
Yeah,
That is true, actually.
I would be pretty intimidated if a gelatinous monster man smashed a door down and screamed meat at me.
I mean, you'd at least have the chance to be intimidated.
That's right.
Right. Do I
you
roll the intimidation
Yeah,
check?
if you're doing it, man. That's pretty.
There you go.
-1
Then I
plus 2.
also roll a 15. Ah.
Oh wait, it's supposed to be charisma, but they have the same bonus. That guy's not doing it though. Okay. You hear so you as you smash open the door, the first cultist that stands there seems to be steeling himself, while the other breaks his chant and immediately takes a step backwards into view. For some of you, I think. Yeah, only barely some of you, not Squelch. And the one behind them all, taller and seemingly more expecting of such interruptions, immediately barks an order to move start moving the ceremony upwards. And disappears into a wall to the north.
Can't let
Do
the
the
meat
bones
escape,
stop?
guys.
Do the bones stop, or are they still going?
The bones do seem to stop their warbling, that's for sure.
Oh yeah. I should probably end my turn.
Yeah.
If you want to.
Well, I used up all my actions. I guess I could have moved slightly for it, but not a big deal.
Yeah, you're a sludge, dude.
What does the crow do?
He's calculating.
Is he still Vraxis?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it's expired
It
yet.
lasts for an hour.
Yeah, there you go. He's Vraxis until he decides not to be.
There's just two demon men running at you. A ooze man that's yelling for your flesh.
And what's behind your
You
flesh,
just-
too.
Okay. So I'm gonna kind of step into the opening here so that I can be seen. So they see Vraxis appear.
Yes, next to the
And-
ooze.
I will raise a hand as I call out to the nearest cultist down the hallway, and I will shout, Mylar calls to us, brother. If you do not want to be consumed by the ooze, then you must spill their blood.
Oh shit.
So he gets advantage on the saving throw because we're fighting him.
Interesting.
Oh,
Oh,
well,
shitty nat 20.
16 and 20,
He
bro.
succeeded
You-
twice.
well, he really doesn't like you for X's.
That's fucking good. There you go.
Seeing that it does not quite land, Theron will step back into the room.
Revealing the other of Rex's.
So,
He's gonna die so fast.
all right. Tell me how this sounds, right? So I can use sudden moves to give myself an extra 10 bonus
Yeah.
movement, right? I'm thinking Vraxis is gonna do a fucking leap from this elevated position down the stairs onto that cultist and use his main action for the vampiric bite.
Okay. So that you can start getting some healing, I see.
Yeah.
And
Also
then
scary as fuck.
Yeah.
But so
And that was the one that was
Braxton.
stoic too. The other guy was already mental broke by Squelch anyway. So.
I think we're gonna go for that psychological damage. Because Vraxis is just that kind of guy. So that's an acrobatics check, right?
Yes. I think you
Nat
succeed.
20.
So
So
you-
Vraxis,
yeah.
with a scream from the very depths of the hell pits that spawned him, runs at full speed, flying through the air, twirling as he does so in a majestic display of movement and crimson violence as he lands so elegantly atop the cultist's shoulders, standing for a moment before the man crumples under him and dropping just behind him before sinking his fangs into his neck. This is a fresh weapon plus the previous bonuses for +6.
All right. That does hit.
Alright. Any bonus damage because cool DM?
Brother rolled a 4 and he got a +12.
You should roll your default damage, and I'll tell you if there's any extra.
Maybe
That's
there's
3.
maybe there's extra healing.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Yeah, I'll say because of cool, you'll get 2 extra points of health from that.
Based. So that was my bonus. I have a free action, so we'll say that as Vraxis fucking did all that, ball bearings also flew through the air, and they're just scattered around now.
Dude, that would be really fucking confusing. The whole sequence. Horrifying, terrifying, confusing. Vraxis, as you enter the room, there's an unnatural source of warmth to the south of it. A pit of fire seems to occasionally emanate through the ritual circle, and you swear you see the faint apparitions of an enormous creature. But it's too difficult to make any heads or tails of it right now. The cultist attempts to bring himself back up to his standing position, but let's just say, yeah, he's not having a great time. And he is very frightful and fearful. Petrified, almost. Selkor, it's your turn.
All right. So let's talk shop a little bit here. All right. It's 25 feet of movement. Can I get what is the action economy for talking to Squelch and holding the bag open, and then essentially asking him to use his reaction to get back in the bag? Do I have to spend anything, or would it just be him?
Can you repeat the part that you're asking about spending an action on?
So I'm asking about the idea of me asking him to get into the bag, and whether or not like holding the bag open would be an action for me or a reaction for him.
I think if Squelch is a willing creature to get into the bag, it would be an action for you, or it would be a item action for you, so bonus.
Okay.
The question is Squelch a willing creature? He is enraged and he wants his meat.
But that doesn't really matter, because in that case I just probably wouldn't even do it. So let's see, I've got 2 psi left.
I guess maybe later on in the campaign I could see a world where Squelch could use his reaction to get into the bag, and then you.
That's what I was thinking.
Once you guys are more of a well-drilled machine,
it's a little early. I understand that part. All right. All right. Let me drop up. So, whichever one Vraxis isn't standing on, I believe that's the one on the north, right?
He knocked the other one to his east off kilter. Yeah. So the one to the north is the one that is more likely to be a threat, but he was already mental broke by Squelch earlier. Not that you would necessarily know that from your perspective.
Well, Squelch, you did want meat, and the northern cultist will be surrounded in psionic power as cuts start to seamlessly pop up over his body, but don't they have to make a roll?
How does that work with flanking?
Doesn't Misty Switch have to make a roll for them not to be affected?
I will have to pull up the.
Yeah, while the creatures of. Oh no, wait.
I think I didn't update the sheet, so.
I don't know. The sheet doesn't say it, but yeah, like you said, it might not be such.
Let's see. A roll against your Revocatus DC, and you can spend 2 psi to give them disadvantage. So yeah, we may have been forgetting about that. But
oops,
what is your Revocatus DC is the question.
Isn't that just? That's what D8 plus proficiency plus Dex mod.
Yeah, so in this
case
it would be 13.
Yeah.
Okay. And
well,
it is
you let me know.
Yeah, hold on. It just says a roll against, and so I'm guessing it should probably be a dexterity roll. Seems right.
Probably be a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, that's right. Well, in this case, I think that would be the same thing as what I just rolled, and so. Because they're not proficient in it. Yeah, so he is going to fail that. That's right.
All right. Like Shambler had said, do I get any flanking advantage because he's mental boomed and surrounded by a demon?
Let's see. Mental boomed has Vraxis nearby. Yeah, maybe we could calculate it flanking as long as any enemy was near them. So it wouldn't matter the angle, because it doesn't really matter the angle. You're psionically able to attack them from a distance.
Yeah.
As if you were standing right there. And so, yeah.
You applied your plus on that as well?
That doesn't matter.
It worked, so it's fine. So he just gets...
Knee hit.
Yeah, he gets sliced up real good to the point where he's already looking bloodied. He's terrified. He's bloodied. He doesn't know what the hell's happening. Somebody attacked him and he's invisible. Oh my god. Oh, my Mylar.
He will use his last 5 feet of movement to step in front of Squelch and turn to him and say, "Enjoy."
That's rude. And then a very poorly aimed attack suddenly hits
That's a 1.
you directly into the... Oh yeah, that is a 1. I don't know why I didn't rage. It hits you right in the goop, Squelch, as a cultist materializes in front of you. He looks very wounded, very vulnerable, and very meat. He's also terrified, and he immediately starts to run away. So feel free to make your attack of opportunity.
Okay. Attacker opportunity time.
If you wish, yeah.
Of course. Why wouldn't I? What is all these ones?
1.
Is that actually a nat 1? That's terrible.
That's actually
That is a nat 1. Yeah.
That's very sad. Well, he's not able to run very far, so I think you're still going to be able to catch up to him just fine.
Oh yeah. Actually, that's gonna make him even angrier.
Yeah. And even hungrier.
And so, yeah. So now he's just gonna hear from behind him. You cannot run. He's gonna chase after him,
Perfect.
and then he's gonna hit him more. So let's see. /R 120 plus 4. Hey, see, that's a good roll.
Hell yeah. Hit him with that full damage.
Let me scroll up. I don't remember what my bonus was. I had the +1 from rage, right? So it's +3 total.
Yep.
Yeah. 5 damage.
Fuck yeah, you topple him with that one and can begin consuming at any time. Unless you're too angry to consume and you just have to punch.
Can I throw him at the other one?
Yeah.
Is that going to be an athletics check?
Yeah, that'll be athletic. It's like, because you're punching him with your goop fists, and so it's like you punch him, squeeze the life out of him, and then throw him away.
There you go. And I have advantage because of rage.
That's right.
And flanking.
Okay, cool.
And flanking.
Right.
LOL.
All right.
Well,
I say you
Those
roll a
almost
1d6 plus 3.
Shit.
That's going to be more than enough to crumple the other guy, too. That's just a double whammy as the two cultists get absolutely annihilated. You hit a motherfucker with a motherfucker. As the two bodies crumple onto the ground before Vraxis, the flame flares up and then quiets. But for a moment, you swear a deathly visage becomes more clear in this ritual.
Do I recognize the visage?
Nope. It's just something that would probably make Mylar very happy. But it does seem pretty hostile at the same time.
What? It's happy about my alarm. Okay, well, I know how to answer that one.
The slaughter pleases the blood god.
And whenever Vraxis is turn, it looks like he's gonna bust for that door.
The door that I'm currently standing in between.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Oh yeah. Can it open or is it locked?
Well, you'll have
It
to
looks
find
like
out in a
a-
moment. It's
you gotta
Theron's
get
time
through,
to survey the wreckage and feel the great power that emanates not only from the ritual to the south, but the aperture to the north.
Well, maybe these cultists weren't amateurs after all. He'll walk up to the summoning circle to the south and gaze upon its runes. Can he read anything?
Yes, 1 second. I gave you Unarmed Strike, Squelch the Primal Hunger. It should be good. But hold on, I gotta fix the damage. So it's supposed to be a 1d4 plus your mod.
Plus my strength mod, yeah. And then rage bonus when I rage, but then we can just add that.
Yeah, you can
whenever
just
I
add
rage.
that. That should be fine. Okay. All right. So hopefully that'll work. If it doesn't, it's from the monk list. So if it doesn't, let me know if something's missing or whatever.
Okay.
The ritual to the south of the room, Theron, seems to be focused quite heavily on great blood sacrifice to once again animate the bones. Whatever is being summoned here or created here is something skeletal of nature, which could explain the bone piles that were animating to the east, but it seems to have required much exsanguination in order to get even this far in the ritual, and for multiple chambers at that. There's some reason to believe that the cultist that disappeared through the gateway to the north has something to do with this ordeal.
Curious. You there, it was Vraxis. Drag this corpse into the summoning circle.
What did you say?
I looked at you and asked you to drag one of the corpses into the summoning circle.
Vraxis does a flip over Selkor and tries to kick down the door with an aerial move. Is that an acrobatics and then like a strength or what?
Let's say acrobatics first, and then we'll just see how it is.
14 SMH. What, you teleport?
You start to jump up, and then you jump up too high, and you hit the fucking door. I actually don't know what he's doing with that.
I'm switching places with him because I don't want to fucking. I'm not like what I'd assume he would teleport as he jumps, so
Yeah.
he like wouldn't be able to get fully into his kick, but he doesn't know what he's doing. He just sees him look at him.
Yeah, true.
And then get ready to fucking launch. So
And then
he's
suddenly Vraxis just slams into the door.
Yeah. A
So
loud thud.
The door doesn't quite open that way, and so no, the door does not collapse upon you or away from you. It does shake a little bit.
Vraxis turns around in sense and says,
I ought to gut you for that.
Perhaps you should just explain what you're doing before you do it.
Explain?
Yeah, yes, it's called opening your mouth and speaking. You know, you could just try opening the door.
Vraxis turns around and goes open the door.
You,
Dude, I had a mouthful of water. I almost just spit it everywhere when it opened. I had no idea that was gonna work. I legit almost just tried to
the door slowly slides open, and the deathly visage of the skull adorning it enters the ceiling where the door slit slides into, revealing a rather long, somewhat cramped passageway further into the mountain shrine.
Taking one of the cultist's swords, Vraxus will say,
Its punishment was meant to be more severe than that.
and then he stabs it into the door and storms off.
Hell yeah. Fuck that door.
Squelch, I don't suppose you're calm now, and you want to return. Also, there's food for you that your friend did not seem very eager to eat.
There's a bite mark out of the back of one of them.
Without listening to, without waiting for Squelch's response, he will just turn and observe the circle with Theron.
What is Squelch's response? Meat? Oh,
Yeah, he just says, and then he goes, and pretty much leaps onto one of the corpses.
fuck yeah, starts to eat, digest.
I should probably turn off the voice changer while I'm talking as myself.
You are Squelch now.
I am Squelch.
He is use.
What the fuck?
More like snooze.
Instead of ooze, it's use, and then it's snooze. Well, you guys have successfully made it to the theoretical, anyway, end of this sequence, but what will you do about this strange thing? You'll have to find out after my pee break. BRB.
Dude, when that door opened, I almost died. Like, I legit just put a mouthful of water into my face, and when I heard the door opening sound, I didn't even look at my screen. I legit almost spit it all over my monitor.
Incredible.
Because every time one of our characters says you could just try opening the door, it doesn't actually open.
That is true.
That reminds me, I need more water. Because I spit it all over my monitor.
You barely escaped more titles, by the way. The only reason I said that his punishment must be severe is because I was struggling to find where the fuck I shoved them.
Yeah, Squelch says you need less titles. They take too long.
Like half the character, bro. I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. Light work, bro.
9?
I have 9 titles. I didn't want to butcher it though. I had one in mind, but I wanted to double check, but I couldn't find it in time, so I had the fucking hope. I want to make at least 12. So, Free Crow, you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
You have no healing spells?
I'm a wizard, dude.
Yeah, but can't you take like fucking? Not
Yeah,
like
but
healing.
he's a wizard who wants to be a god, and he's evil.
Bro, we're so fucked.
Well, in general, I don't think wizards really get healing spells.
They can take like fucking that one. What's it called? That shitty one. It's like 1d8.
I cannot take Cure Wounds or Healing Word.
Damn. I'm out of healing. The hunger thing is only twice.
Yeah, maybe we should be leaving.
Yeah, but it's a murder death assassin, and this is, crash mobs.
No, it absolutely makes sense. I'm just. I do enjoy the bit that when we were talking about this campaign before it started, we were like, "Yeah, we don't have to be here too long." And as soon as we got the opportunity to, we're just delving forward into the dungeon.
Well, I did say that I kind of wanted you guys to start with an item to sort of check Vraxis, and you don't have that item, so I can't really justify de-escalation, especially since we started with busting out of the crypt rather than what I expected, which was just, you guys actually opening the crypt and being like 2 seconds to actually talk.
It's alright, fellas. When Vraxis dies, we'll just go on without him.
Well, I'll be down. You guys can retrieve my body and stabilize me or something.
If we can survive until level 3, I can start thralling healers.
Wait, can't you charm like a cultist healer and say, "Hey, buddy, I'm your buddy, right? Heal my buddy."
You think there are healers in this cultist?
Yeah.
The only thing they're healing is the summoning circle.
How much health does Squelch have left?
I think I have 9 HP. Let me double check here.
You've been remembering to halve the damage, right? When you take it.
Oh, I have 8.
He's only taken one attack while raged, and
Yeah.
that did only 1 damage to him. So
Okay, good.
Yep.
I have returned.
Welcome back.
One of the cultists is being devoured. Is everybody else here? Did anybody else pee break?
We're here.
I think I need eye break.
True.
Sleep break.
Maybe, yeah, sleep break.
Is this the part where Squelch goes into the bag and hides? And sleeps?
Probably.
Made
going out
before
with
the
our
boss
tank.
battle.
No tank? Oh, God. Oh, God. This party's made of paper, bro.
No, it'll be fine. Squelch just
Maybe-
needs to sleep. Snooze.
Maybe when Squelch falls asleep, his ancestral spirits are controlled by the DM.
I mean, it's basically just eat, bro.
Yeah, he's eating, dude.
I think
think-
it's the only thing he cares about.
If I had to summarize what a successful rest of this session will look like, it would be the party escaping this lair and finding their way out onto the mountainside. So that's what I think will likely happen if things end up going well. But yeah, just throwing that
So
out there. So
what you're saying
in
is,
case Squelch needs it, some time.
what you're saying is definite TPK.
Well, that is also a possibility. Since you guys have no healing.
Yeah.
I mean, I can stick around if it's not going to be that much longer. I don't know.
Well, there's a scene change coming up, and then it's variable depending on
well, how about if we just employ your services for the combat, and then when we're done with the combat and you're really tired, you can just sleep in the bag and eat canonically while we do the role playing bit,
Sure, that's fine.
or however much you're willing to do after the combat.
Yeah, I'll try to hold out, but I don't know how much longer until I just straight up start falling asleep and snoring.
Right, you heard him, boys. Tend to speedrun this boss battle.
You heard him,
That's right.
boys. Pee break.
Just fucking kill him.
fucking pee break at this hour. Are you kidding me?
Hurry up, Vraxis. The ooze is getting tired.
Raxus has already stormed off, bro.
That's disastrous.
He's leaving you guys behind.
It's perfect.
Well, Squelch, looks like it's time to go. Until hold open the bag. I promise we will feed you more later.
There will. Oh wait, let me turn on the voice. Wait, where did the voice mod go?
Oh shit.
Close.
Took it away.
Squelch
did.
really is tired.
So tired his voice sounds different now.
That's right.
You just have to attempt it in real time.
Oh, there you go. It's opening.
Oh yeah?
As long as there is more meat. I think it's in the bag.
Have fun with that deal.
Yeah. Yeah. Give me a moment. Yeah.
You really should just have Balethal character attached to shoulder character on a hockey at this point.
Yeah, because of the fucking all of the things that have come from that.
It's a good bit.
Quick question. The vampiric bite says you can use it. Fuck. You can use it with and use your Constitution modifier as a bonus to attack rolls when you attack with this bite. It deals 1d4 plus character level piercing damage. So the bonus with your Constitution is only for the actual to hit, or
Yeah,
does
that's
that
right.
also is it? Okay. I just want to double check.
Before we leave the chamber, Theron is going to summon his mage hand, and he is going to drag it around the perimeter of the summoning circle on the ground to try and break the circle. Basically to disrupt any, I don't know if it's like chalk or if it's something embedded in the floor, but anything he can do to it.
Holy shit, thank God one of us has a brain.
As you do that, the fire begins to flicker and the mage hand seems to be snuffed out, but not before doing what you can only surmise to be at least a little bit of disruption. Like it was an active force trying to put it away, tell it to go away.
Jesus Christ, I can't even hit the floor.
I don't think you have to roll for the floor, thankfully.
Alright, toss a firebolt into it.
That doesn't seem to have any effect.
Interesting. Well, I don't think I have anything strong enough to break this one. I'll just have to see what happens.
Yes, we shall, brother, and our demon is getting away.
Let us proceed.
As you proceed, you will hear Vraxus off in the distance, but loudly ranting.
Too slow! Too slow!
God, how I wish to just switch with him to make him the slow one.
Well, Theron still looking like Vraxus. He is calling himself slow.
Yeah. Well, he did call that. He did call himself slow earlier. Why would I roll insight?
Roll insight, bro.
I don't want
Okay.
to. 12.
There's a self-reflective note in the voice.
He's literally calling himself slow. Oh, okay. That's the loudest thing I've ever heard.
Oh, Satan.
Oh, this is death. Oh, cool. It's the title of the song, by the way.
For a second, I thought they were resurrecting a Mongolian threat singer.
Vraxis is the first to lay eyes on it, with his muttering and sputtering announcing him beforehand, and the rest of the party brings up the rear as you all approach and arrive upon an immense shrine within the mountain. The stale air has been replaced by wicked winds that fly overhead and occasionally send small pebbles and rocks cascading down the mountainside, leaving it feeling very eerie and like any false move could send you plummeting to meet those pebbles and rocks. Yet ahead, 4 spires of molten rock glow nefariously with magic and terrestrial force alike. And quite the display of ritual is up ahead on an elevated platform, stairs leading up to a raised section of the ground. Clearly, some sort of powerful magics have been levied here. On either side, wrap walkways, catwalks, around the central installation. Skeletal warriors already animate, patrolling it passively. But the 2 cultists before you are anything but, their blades drawn and weapons readied. 2 more cultists flank in the background, with 1 central mutterer, chanter, a person who perhaps bears familiar resemblance to that fiendish cultist that escaped earlier, and a 3rd skeleton before him as well. Yet looming beyond all of them, a clearly fiendish devil sits atop a throne in the back, brooding passively, pensively, presiding over the proceedings. It doesn't even acknowledge your arrival. Not yet. It's watching the ongoing assembly as the same skeletal visage slowly comes into effect, perhaps slightly more potently in the midst of this summoning circle.
With a message that they're on, Salcor will say, "You know, I was being serious when I said we just came here for Squelch. I love me a good fight, but there's a lot going on here."
Well, brother, I must say I am quite impressed. I never imagined we would stumble upon something like this.
All this for a demon and some goop.
Theron will step up by Vraxis. Do you recognize any of this? Is that your Blade Lord?
No, idiot. Chains that bind us all in blood.
Vraxis is very set off right now.
That blood must grease the chains. Yes. Blood will speed me towards completion.
Vraxis looks at the cultist. It seems pretty clear what will happen if no one stops.
How tall is this mountain?
It towers above you at least 60 feet, maybe more.
How long is the drop?
Definitely longer than 60 feet.
So how fast does a humanoid travel in space when falling?
Terminal velocity. Hold on, I gotta do math. How fast does a
Actually,
human
great idea.
fall? Let's see if we can get a
Praxis,
certain.
Praxis could pick these guys up and throw them off.
Oh, you think that's why I'm asking?
About 120 miles per hour. If you're at terminal velocity.
Right. So if I jumped off this, would I fall faster than 6 seconds before switching with another cultist?
Oh, I see what you're saying. You have more. You depending on your acrobatics
Yes,
result, you could
depending on
have
the turn order. Depending on the turn order.
you could definitely have more than 6 seconds of fall space.
All right.
What a fucking. That's one way to do it. What I really like the idea that you plan that and then you're like in mid jump and that's when you do your move and then they succeed in the saving throw and you're just fucking.
That would be disaster. Right? I'd have to activate it before. I'd have to try and do that before I jumped.
Yeah, don't go for the bonus cool points.
Well, I guess what I could do is I could jump at the end of my turn and then I could reflexive riposte.
That is true.
But that would have to be like instant, basically. Anyway, Selkor has little connection to Vraxis, so whatever Vraxis is about to do, he can do.
Well, you say that, but that's when one of the cultists speaks up and says, "I control your beast. This is not to be disturbed."
Putting a hand on Vraxis' shoulder, in that case, Selkor will step forward, but not actually because he doesn't want Squelch to get moved. And he will say, and what is this?
Ferenzi summoning. That's all he says. He doesn't.
That doesn't sound good. That sounds like something my beast here would be very mad about. Oh, look, he's shaking.
And as you say that, Vraxis will burst out, Beast! Beast! No, you know me! And Vraxis continues. Does the cultist take violent action as I get a step within him?
Oh, for sure. The cultist has already got his blade drawn. I'm assuming this doesn't stop Vraxis, but is Theron or Squelch going to do anything at this point?
Welch was falling asleep.
Got him.
Selkor as Misty's, I guess the cultists will feel some weird magic apply over him as Vraxis approaches. Oh, never mind. No, he won't.
Praxis, if he is unimpeded, will lunge for the cultist with the intent to grapple him.
Yeah, it takes one side. You can spend 2 side to give them disadvantage.
Okay, so it still takes it even if I fail it?
Yeah, you're attempting it. So.
Okay.
Sort of like a spell slot.
Yeah. Over Axis.
Oh, Vraxis. The blade's already drawn, so it comes at you quick if you're attempting to do the grapple. Oh, thankfully only the most glancing of blows, Vraxis.
Alright, grapple time.
Alright, that's successful.
With him grappled, that's a bonus action, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure
I
that's
thought
how
that
we
was real.
reread it. So.
Yeah.
Praxis will grab him and say, what would I call him?
Cattle?
And whatever, he'll just keep saying, Beast!
Beast, you say well. Say it to the wind.
And he will lift the cultist and attempt to throw him off the cliff.
Alright, give me another athletics check. Ooh, yeah, I don't think he's beaten that. You just fucking fling this guy off the cliff, and he plummets to his eventual.
I'd like
fall.
to, if I can.
Uh-huh.
I'd like to message that guy as he gets thrown in the air and say, "You really should have let my version happen instead."
All you hear in response in your head is the screaming that you also hear out here. So it's like it's like dual audio.
Yeah,
Dual
screaming.
channel audio. Maybe gives you a little headache.
360 degrees stereo.
The other cultist takes a step back and cranes his neck for a moment to look towards the devil in the backdrop, but he still doesn't seem to be particularly animated by the scene.
Theron would like to step up, getting a bit of a closer look at everything, and with his esoteric historian knowledge, does he recognize anything about anything in here?
This is a place where you get your history bonus, I think. Your history check. For sure. And then you're going to have to remind me expertise. It starts at 10, so you get 17 there?
Yeah, if we're using that system, it'd be a 17.
There you go. And do you have a situational bonus for...
Let me ask you this.
It's situational advantage, right? Because of the esoteric?
I don't remember how the lore works. That's for him to know, because he made it.
Before that, just to clarify, are we doing minimum and double prof, or are we doing just minimum and regular prof?
I think the minimum is the new system, basically, and your prof bonus always stays the same. That was my thinking from that.
So that would actually be a 15.
Okay. That makes sense.
And then I gotta do...
Whatever, do you get some kind of bonus for it being esoteric?
So tell me this. Does this relate to cataclysms, lost empires, archmages, or old magics?
Yes.
Okay, then I will roll with advantage.
Then you will probably get higher than a 3.
The new rules for expertise is that you get a minimum whatever,
minimum
but
base roll of 10.
You don't get extra from actually
So it's the same. It's a 15.
Oh yeah, because you didn't roll higher than a 10. Makes sense. Yeah, basically, whatever your dice... So when you click on the roll to expand it, like if you click on the most recent one, 7 is the roll that was rolled. That was the number that was rolled. And then you increase that to 10 for skills that you're an expert in. And then you add your bonus after that.
Yeah, but your bonus, so expertise usually gives you just a flat bonus to whatever the check is.
It's supposed to give you double your
that
prof bonus, but we're changing that up to be the minimum system instead. So your minimum, you're getting a +5, like in theory, because your base 5 with proficients, unless you nat 1, obviously. But if you roll a non-nat 1, you are minimum 5 on proficient skills and your minimum 10 on expert skills.
Okay.
Like basically, if you're an expert at something, your mid is somebody else's like 50% good roll or whatever. Like your minimum mid kind of thing.
So in order to properly have the dice auto roll this, I should just have it to be proficient and just remember that I always do a minimum. That way I'm not, because
you might just have. I think it's probably better to do it expertise so that you remember it, and then you just -2 on the result or whatever. I'm not really sure what's best, but that way you're going to forget what you have expertise in. Maybe is the only thing I'd be concerned about.
Well, I only have expertise in 2 things. But
okay, so it might be easier for you. Yeah, however you feel comfortable doing it, is my opinion. All right, Theron, you're putting pieces together as you start to look upon the area around you. The molten spires seem to be radiating hellish energy, indicating that they weren't simply grown or molded here, but are actually brought here or invoked here through some great magic. It's quite possible that this is the similar age to the doorway that allowed you entry to this lair, something that has been perhaps better maintained than the various access points to Mylar's lair. The magic on display, the ritual here, is to summon some sort of arsenal of undead warriors. Warriors that are typically kept for demonic playthings where necessary, where desired. Warriors that fight in wars of hell and not of the material plane. For them to be invoked here represents something that could be a great threat to mortal kingdoms.
Now, this is a rare opportunity, brother. We have stumbled upon something truly great.
With a message to response, he will say, so we do have to kill them all. Is that the case?
Well, perhaps we kill the lesser ones and bargain with the greater.
Yes, I have a feeling you would know something about that. And then aloud he'll say, Vraxus, show that other cultist that you are also not a beast.
Braxis will march towards the cultist menacingly and say,
Say my name, say it! Recognize me, witness me!
As you approach the cultist, he takes another step backwards and he draws his blade back. The hellish flames from the circle seem to almost lap at his cloak, but do not catch it aflame. The warmth grows as you too take a step forward. But then a sickening voice mutters inside all of your minds.
Vraxus Terranon.
Braxis pauses all of a sudden, the froth at his mouth mixing with the gore, no longer building building up as much as he pays keen attention, and the madness in his eyes clears for perhaps but a moment.
Oh, that's not good. Or maybe it is good.
You bring with you the great hunger. The primal hunger. It has affected you.
And the goop has a disease.
You
This is getting better
sorry,
and
you're a
better.
little hard to hear. You said you brought with you the primal hunger, and it affected you.
It has affected you, yeah.
Weak it has made me. You have made me it. Explain. Why do I feel it all? But yet I feel weighed. This was not what was promised.
You represent a forgotten time, Vraxus Terranon. To find what you seek, you will need time to remember.
The devil has stood up from his throne, glowering at you from fairly long distance.
We'll wait for a response, but Vraxis will sort of do a dramatic spin as he says "forgotten," taking a step more in the center of the bridge here. His eyes darting, his limbs moving violently in a sweeping motion.
The ritual around you seems to be continuing as you do this, Vraxis, and the skeletal figure becomes just that more material.
Does the rest of the party have anything to say?
That's a good question.
With a message to Theron, Selkor will look around and gauge his surroundings and say, I don't suppose this is how you expected the bargaining to go.
The bargaining has not yet begun, brother.
Ah, yes, sorry, the pre-bargaining.
Something feels intentional about all of this.
Well,
Go ahead.
that much is for sure. If he wanted us dead, we would be. And he certainly doesn't care for the cultists, as he'll look down and try and spot the remains, but probably can't.
No, it's just wind and dust. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I think I can do that. Eh?
Oh, shit.
Yeah?
Fuck.
Oh, bro, we're getting fucking blasted.
Dude, this guy's a real DM.
He's turned the disco on.
So the demon Rose, does he seem to be doing anything in particular, or is he just observing?
He's glowering at you all with more intensity, actually looking at you, regarding you, and a little bit less so focused on anything else.
Theron will drop his disguised self.
Probably a good idea.
Vraxis will, having said his scoff, he will, having scoffed at the word forgotten, say,
How could they forget me? The Red Maestro, the Razor Wind. He who brought down Omnimaw. Why have I been forgotten, Chain Lord?
There are no more blades of fate. The world has changed. Now, warriors of hell have grown in such number to replace those champions of yore. We have little need of those who can infiltrate and execute with precision. It is time for an army, for a siege.
Nonsense, I am irreplaceable.
and at this, Vraxis takes a step forward. Very close to the cultist.
I am the gift to the hells. Use me, wield me, Lord.
As you say all of this, the enormous skeletal fiendish outline comes more into focus. It's wielding an enormous great axe and clearly clad in armor fit for combat. If it were still alive, it would likely be that of a minotaur or great beast otherwise, and it stands ready for war.
You have already found your replacement, and you are in no shape to prove yourself worthy, but for its prey.
Also, what kind of boomer do you mean, huh?
Owned
I was more so just when he said the world has changed. I immediately thought of boomers.
Yeah, they're not even in the
Poor
same
Braxton.
world.
Poor Braxton, how is he gonna handle this, bro?
How is he going to handle this?
Fuck.
How is the rest of the
Oh.
party going to handle this?
Fuck.
Because I don't think Praxis is going to take it very well.
With a message to Theron, as this now massive creature has shown itself to be a real thing, Selkor will say, "I don't know if there will be bargaining. Perhaps an escape, perhaps a fight. What say you, brother?" As he will step back as he observes the skeletons starting to swarm with a rapier drawn.
Glancing left and right, Theron will look to Vraxis and he'll call out, "Do not heed the words of your master who forgets you. You have a new world to lay claim to. You do not need the hells. You have the mortal plane. Let us prove your worth." And Theron will launch a firebolt at the cultist next to him.
Fuck yeah.
As Theron is launching this, Selkor will say, "Yes, Vraxis, you do not need the devil or the hells. You have the mortal plane and the Valises. We're all the same."
I really thought that Theron was going to say, "You do not need the hells. You have the elves."
Is that a clean hit or a miss?
That is a partial hit. You're going to have the half damage, son.
So I rolled 10.
So as the cultist is struck, and since everyone's getting their actions off, Raxus will with one hand seek the fucking. I want to grapple him, but I want to be like grabbing him by the throat kind of thing.
Okay. Well, we'll say that he wasn't expecting the blinding strike from Theron that scorches him a little bit. And so perhaps it'll be... See what your grapple roll ends up being.
Okay. Athletic. Boom. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be more than enough, even though he rolled pretty well for a flat roll.
Alright.
So you've got him by the throat.
So I got him by the throat. So say,
So it's a challenge then. A test. You would throw me aside. Mylar would have me believe that you would be his voice. No. The Lord of Rage, the Lord of Pain. He knows only one thing. He knows the work. The bloody red work. I will cast all of you down. And then I will take your place. Yes!
and with that he'll thrust his arms to each side, letting go of the cultist as he does so, sending him into the abyss. Smiling with the madness of a man who's had his entire existence knocked out from beneath him, and is scrambling to grab hold of anything.
So that's a chuck to the other guy too. You're throwing him aside.
Yeah, so basically he lifts him in the air, right, and then he just sort of fucking throws his arms back, and the guy goes flying into death.
An unceremonious end for a bunch of ceremonious cultists.
Alright guys, what do we think the odds are of me Misty switching with this massive creature and jumping off the cliff?
I guess it depends on, do you hit the ground before it moves?
Yeah,
I'm assuming we're going to be rolling for initiative to run away from Big Thing in a second, but as that happens, and the pieces all click into place for
he
Frax,
actually wants to run. Never mind.
he will feel the exhaustion weigh upon him, almost as heavy as the devil's mind upon his own thoughts.
Nice clean 10 for.
And
the
that's
mass
like the
initiative.
perfect time to roll a 1.
That is really
Got a
good.
9.
He's shaking. Braxis is shaking, bros. Oh yeah, demon. I forgot is rolling.
All right. Well, the question is, what is the group's plan? You guys have moments to figure it out. Since
Squelch
Vraxis
is
is
staying
already
in the
doing this.
bag.
Yeah.
Squelch is
Squelch is staying in the bag. He's
Squelch
looking.
is staying in the bag.
Hell yeah. Squelch could use his turn to be like, "You guys need to get me out of here. There's no more meat. It all got thrown off the cliff."
That's right.
Squelch can use his turn to rip off the pizza
Praxis
and
was
name
so
it
selfish, he wasted all of the meat.
Vraxis
If
threw his meat on the
if
trash.
anyone rolls a high enough insight, they'll realize that Vraxis is not buying his own hype right now. It's all bravado, and he's gonna freeze up unless someone gets
Oh,
him.
Squelch feels the same way, honestly.
Squelch doesn't quite feel like that. Honestly, Selkor and Theron's passive insight are 13 and 12 respectively. So
13's probably enough.
there you go. At least Selkor knows.
Wait, so Vraxis said he's going to fight and isn't actually.
He
going
said,
to
yeah,
fight?
he said he was going. He'll cast them all aside and take the devil's place, but the Chain Lord's place. But then you can tell just by looking at him that he's
Yeah.
That he's actually terrified.
Yeah,
To start
he
off,
said that. He said that he felt the exhaustion just weigh
Yes.
upon him all at once.
before this combat starts, he will message Theron as his last thing, and he'll say, "I know what he says, but I think Vraxis is running before any of us run."
I suppose it is a good time for us to make an escape, but I do want to cause just a little bit of trouble before we do.
Oh shit! What's he doing?
Can I get a clean shot on this guy in the back?
The cultist?
Yeah, the one in the circle.
Yeah, he's on an upraised platform. So if you were to jump up to one square above Vraxis, you should be able to throw fire through the skeletal figure in the middle.
All right.
Yeah, that should do it. You're gonna feel much more intense heat coming over you as you get closer to the skeletal apparition.
I draw some of it into my palm and then attempt to lunge a firebolt.
Ooh, that's a clean hit.
Based.
Nice.
Oh, you stagger him backwards with the attack, and for a moment his chanting subsides, but immediately another subsequent lash of pain strikes him from within the circle, and he resumes his chant.
When his chanting stops, is there any change in the center?
The spires seem to flicker for a moment, a very latent one, but doesn't seem to have been a long-standing change or any. The skeletal figure is still the same amount of growing well, I guess instead of transparency it would be opacity, because it's actually becoming more opaque, less incorporeal. So.
So I'll call out then as the last thing. If any of you have a way of hitting at a distance, attack that cultist.
The Theron still
So
wants to
not
throw down.
Squelch.
Yeah. Well, Squelch could be thrown there by Selkor. But I do like the idea that Theron's like, giant skeleton and devil.
think it's worth noting that that skeleton can't legally fit through the door that we came here in. So
No, the one that you came here in, it can fit through there, but the
a
path to the west
humongous skeleton can't fit through the door that we came in.
can. Yeah,
It was
he's
a
only
one-
3 by 3, and that's a 3 wide.
No, the door like into the.
Oh
the
yeah,
meeting.
yeah. That's right. If you
yeah.
get fall the way back, yeah. No. Well,
Oh. We must go. Now. And then you hear like quivering and movement within the bag.
this bag will protect me. Oh,
Brother-
there's an ankle here still. Oh no.
Brother, it sounds like neither of our new friends want to be here much longer.
Most unfortunate.
Yeah, we don't have the healing to fucking
Whose
survive
turn is it, by
throwing
the
them
way?
off the cliff.
We didn't actually start the combat because people were still doing their
Okay.
last bit of freehand stuff. But Squelch
Yeah, I'm
sounds
out
like
of
he's just hiding in the bag. So. Is that indeed true?
Yep. That
Give
is
me
indeed.
prepare an action to give me a piece of yourself to teleport to if I need it.
He doesn't know about that yet. You haven't talked about that.
You wouldn't
yet?
even know that works. Yeah.
He just knows he doesn't want to fight a devil.
Oh wait, do I have to? Does my reflexive riposte have to happen right at the start of the turn?
Let's
Or like, can I wait? Is it start of an action? Like,
start
can
of
I
a
wait
creature's
before he
action, so
hits
there
me?
could be movement or attack. Yeah.
All right, so he'll wait until the skeleton attacks him, and then he will reflexive riposte.
All right, the strike comes in and. Bing. Hits nothing, hits the air, and then turns to face you.
All right, that probably would have downed me. So.
The rest of the retinue of cultists and undead make their way to more threatening positions against the party.
So there's a path to the west.
Yes, it seems to be raised up like almost going higher up the mountain, further away from this place, whereas the path to the this looks like it goes to another opening in the mountain, which would spill out more in towards like wilderness. One path of possible escape.
I see.
Whereas the path to the south leads back to Mylar Lair territory and is kind of unknown right now. The bones were there, maybe there's more cultists there, but that's what you got right now. Those are the two paths ahead of you, around you.
I think it's wisest if we head west. Into the unknown is better than into the well-known by our enemies. Open to ideas. And then with a... So he has 2 psi because of the one he... Alright, yeah, so that's 2. He will expend 1 psi to cast Blade Ward on himself, which I also can't just click a card on for some reason. Hello?
Oh, interesting.
And And I think we got Foundry jumbled because of Squelch, but I think I am technically still next to this creature.
You are, yeah. So you can do this.
Yeah, I'd be there. So he will make an attack. And so that'll be
Half damage.
not good damage. It'll be 3. Get 3'd.
That's 3, dude.
And then he will step away with intent to go west, like he has just told his party.
What does Blade Ward do again?
It's resistance to...
Oh, resistance, yeah, okay.
The resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing. So that's 4, so that's 2.
That's 2 damage. The littlest of nicks.
It's the only way I live.
Holy shit, 1 health.
If that was any higher, well, it was max damage, so
yeah.
Literally would have killed.
That's pretty nasty. Well, Theron, you just witnessed your brother barely survive a glancing blow from a skeleton and then run off with the bag of squelch.
I'll give Vraxus a quick glance and say, "Well, Mr. Vraxus, let us not stand on ceremony. I think we've got to carve a path." And then I'll launch another firebolt at the cultist.
Jesus Christ.
Alright, that's a hit.
Oh
my god.
Well, your 1d10s are not working out today.
It's more like a 1d5.
Yeah, I think he had 2 10s last session.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
It all makes sense now. Alright. The cultist is once again zapped with fire. This time seemingly barely interrupted, his cadence rising, his pitch becoming more strained, but aside from a few coughs, not a single interruption.
Kind of get on the side of Vraxus here. He rolls a fucking nat, almost dirty 20 on his concentration.
Yeah. Alright. Vraxus. The forces of hell, so it would seem, are marshaling around you. But
It's actually so Jover. Shit.
For me, bro. I heard the forces of hell, and then it's so Jover.
they're marshaling
Sorry.
around you, yeah.
Oh, okay. Vraxus has a distant look in his eyes as Theron tells him not to stand on ceremony. And then he mutters to himself,
Nobody cared who I was until I took up the blade. I'll make them care again.
It's fucking Bane.
I'll make them all care.
then he will march over to the skeleton.
That one?
But first, I will take up you.
And he will try to grapple and then throw said skeleton off the cliff. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
The skeleton stands on ceremony, boys.
Oh man. Well, it's gonna be a good Cellcore Squelch campaign.
So, it's an unsuccessful grapple.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bonus action. It means I still have a main action.
That is true.
I don't have any of the momentum from last fight. That was expended because dialogue. Unfortunate. Can I main action just shove him?
Yeah, let's see your
square, right?
athletics roll.
Alright.
Okay.
Oh no.
10 plus 5.
Oh wait, it is. Yeah, if you're an
yeah.
expert.
Oh yeah, he's an expert.
Oh
yeah.
shit.
I'm an expert in athletics and acrobatics.
There you
Alright.
go. That skeleton is knocked back and then knocked prone against the wall because otherwise the little railing there, because otherwise he would have absolutely plummeted to his re-death. So you did at least stop that guy from doing something.
Yeah, so Vraxis goes for the leap, the skeleton sort of shoves him off, and then Vraxis sort of fucking just elbows him in the ribs, sending him back into riposte. And then does he go around or does he get in the way?
Well, they are trying to escape to the west, if you missed that.
Feet.
Oh, I see what you're doing. Never mind. I saw your cursor flying around a little bit, and then I was worried that you were going to try to go up into the hell pit or something. And then I realized it wasn't even your cursor.
Yeah.
I have a I'm sorry, I don't want to interrupt his turn.
Yeah, let's have him do his thing.
I'm just trying to decide if I should go near Theron. Theron is in... What's your health, Theron?
4.
Oh, okay, so I actually have 1 health than you. So either of us can get one shot by this skeleton. And he'll say... I guess he'll... No, okay. Either way, so we'll just fucking go down here. Better to be in a more flanking position. Yeah.
Alright.
Now, do successful grapples and pushes count towards momentum or no? Just weapons?
Just weapons, yeah.
Okay.
That'll probably be something that gets a feature later or something. But Squelch, are you staying in your bag?
Yes.
It looks like you're safely escaping with Selkor.
Yeah, he's good. He's chilling.
Yeah, no. He's as Selkor approaches the other side, he will feel the bag stop shifting and moving around.
I also
and feels a sense of ease.
Hell yeah. I really wonder what crazy moves you guys are gonna do to get out of this situation.
So I've got something. It is important now, so I will ask my question. Per my ruling, if I spend a turn not using a psi action, I get a 1 psi back. Does my free hand action where I messaged and talked before combat began count as that? Because therefore I would have 2 psi instead of 1.
As far as I understand, you guys were just doing a message back and forth, and it might not even have been your message to begin with, because at some point they had started to invoke it towards you, right? So yeah, I think so.
Well, he talked and I had messaged back, so that would be an action for that. Like that was my before combat action.
Yeah, right.
So I would get 1 psi back technically.
Oh, you're talking about like between trying to switch with the first guy.
Yeah, after I tried.
Yeah,
to switch,
you have that one back already. You would have had that. There's enough time of dialogue where
2 psi. All right, sick, wonderful. My life is saved, maybe.
All right. Well, seeing as you're the closer one, Vraxis, the skeleton's going to be moving towards you.
Well, there's a short campaign, homies.
Oh, there's hope.
Okay.
Ooh, 3. There you go. Now the skeleton's ready in pose, in posture.
Okay, now the damage that Theron did to the summoning cultist made this big thing stop moving, or like wasn't able to spawn very quick. So Theron doesn't die to it. Maybe.
The creature seems almost complete, but it still is chained for a moment longer. Theron, they're getting awfully close to you. But Selkor, it's you.
Squelch. If you theoretically split yourself in multiple pieces, would that other part of you be considered living?
Asks the rules lawyer question to his homie in character. That's really good.
I don't know if he's asleep or trying to find the voice mod.
If it's
Wait,
too
what's going on?
low,
I asked you if you. So I asked in character. I asked Squelch, if you broke off a piece of yourself, would that be considered living?
I can somewhat separate. Yes.
Would you mind leaving that here?
Why?
So the plan is, I switch with my brother, and then I switch back with the piece of you. That way everyone gets out alive. Well, hopefully everyone. I don't know about Vraxis over there.
I will allow you.
Thanks, buddy.
And then just like a small piece of ooze emerges from the bag or something.
All right. So
squeezes that a little bit.
here's my out of character rules lowering question, because I don't know. If Theron is a willing creature, does he have to roll against my Misty Switch?
No, and of course he would be familiar with the magic by now. So,
Yes.
Theron, do you allow yourself to be Misty switched?
I do.
Okay.
All right. So before Theron hears anything, he will be surrounded in the similar psionic energy that he's used to, and he will hear a message from Selkor saying, "Just move north, brother. I've got you." And he will end his turn.
Oh, what's your condition for holding it? Is it literally just move a tile north?
It's any action. As
It's
soon as the
any
target
action.
takes an action, you switch
So
places.
yeah, you could just attack the skeleton.
Yeah, you could throw a spell at that skeleton and it would still work.
He's just trying to make sure you don't move like off the cliff, basically. So he just pointed in a direction that does not immediately, like once you teleport,
not
doesn't
immediately
immediately
kill
walk
you.
you off the mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna try something then.
please shoot the skeleton.
Yeah, you've got flanking. You got advantage.
Yeah,
on
you
fire.
do have advantage on that attack roll. So
You are pretty low.
yeah,
I can't.
All
I
right.
can't walk away with this because again, I'm gonna be taking the half damage.
No,
regardless.
wait, don't do that.
well, he can't. He'll just teleport, but it
Yeah,
depends on
he
what.
can't move.
Oh, well, I
So-
mean, even if you teleported me, I can attack. I could still hit him from over there.
Yeah, that's true. That is correct.
Oh yeah, that is true. You're right.
And if he moves down, then at least he doesn't teleport off the cliff. So.
Yes.
You remember you have
Have
advantage.
Oh, thank God.
Hell yeah!
There it
Roll
is.
damage. Big 10. Big 10. Oh,
Bro,
Yeah, can we inspo a damage roll? Inspiration because of my psionic.
can I get an inspiration loan?
Can I go into inspo debt, please? It's the start of the
Inspo
campaign.
debt.
I haven't gotten it yet.
There's been a lot of
Jesus.
nat ones.
That one damage rolls.
Yeah, minimum
Session.
damage. All right. Well, that with that teleportation into effect, bing, Theron
Oh shit.
firebolt fires off into the skeleton from a different
this
angle.
Seems much worse.
What'd you say?
This seems much worse. Why is he over there?
No, don't worry. There's a
We'll role play it.
Yeah, dude. There's like a teensy bit of squelch left over.
Yeah,
That's
you land
suspicious.
next to Goop.
Yeah, it's still wiggling
Okay.
around and stuff too. What?
Let me just check something.
Mm-hmm.
All right, perfect. Okay, I'll end my turn over here.
You do have movement left if you wanted to
Start
go away.
running.
I gotta stay in range so I can save
Yeah.
Raxus's life.
All right, so bonus action grapple, and then main action throw, and then run away.
Does the skeleton look bloodied?
No.
Okay.
Oh. I get on top. I climb on top of him.
Well, let's see how this grapple check goes, boys.
You might actually need inspo death.
Death debt.
Okay.
Ooh. Okay.
There we go.
And I throw him at the other skeleton and have them both tumble into the abyss.
Well, there's a railing there, so.
Yeah, it's not that high though.
Okay.
It would conceivably be possible, but the problem is that this is like, I don't know about that range. I think you need to hit a pretty high athletics check.
Higher than a 15.
At the very least, yeah, it would be a 15 to throw him. It would be a 15 to throw him far enough to collide, and then the damage roll would also have to hit pretty good to actually send him tumbling. But at the very least, you should be able to try throwing him. So.
I think it's worth the shot.
Yeah, there's nothing
That'll
better to
also
do.
give me a momentum because it's dealing damage, right?
Yeah, you're using an improvised weapon, a skeleton.
Okay. We hit, baby.
All right, so this skeleton doesn't look like he's going to. Oh no, that wasn't even the right thing to roll. Now give me a 1d6 plus 3 for your damage.
Oh,
Max
damage.
They do both go careening off the cliff. Holy shit, that's so good.
All right, so as the skeleton came over and slashed at Fraxis, the demon, suddenly having the presence of mind to just barely dodge to the side as the blade runs across his chest. He maneuvers around to the creature's back, grabs hold of it, one arm in one hand, one leg in the other, and lifts him over his head. And with a mighty throw, he sends the skeleton whirling toward its friend, smashing into him. And all you just hear is the clattering of bones on stone. As he says, as he roars in anguish and triumph. Alright. And then he heads this way. Oh, do I need to go? Yeah, I do need to go one back, actually.
All right.
Forgot I didn't-
Can we say for the bit, as part of his reaction, that is reflexive riposte, Selkor will say, Squelch, do you mind wiggling that part of you?
Okay. So Squelch is going to focus. He feels the bag become like absolutely still as he focuses, and then thereon we'll see the little piece of Squelch that was left over by him, like, leap into the air.
Perfect. That's exactly what we need. Because as it's that's all Squelch can really do from inside the bag, so.
Right.
Did we leave it here or here?
It would have been here because that's where
Yeah, that's where he was in the bag. Yeah.
he threw it out of the bag. So
Yes,
he threw it out there. So the question then is, are you reacting to that? Is that your
Yes, reacting to the. So he's placing reflexive riposte on the dot of the on the leftover Squelch, and as soon as that thing moves, he will switch with it. He'll sort of like he'll talk to Squelch, and then he'll sort of look at the mass of enemies facing him, and he'll give a sly wave and say bye-bye.
Squelch falls into the abyss.
No, he's in a bag. He's fine.
Yeah, he's just being held over him, so he's not very happy about it.
Yeah, but it's fine. Now the skeleton, the warrior of hell, is indeed properly here, and it cleaves the first cultist off of the side of its path as it shambles forward, clearly ready for a fight. But perhaps an escape is actually within range. Walking through this tower would lead you to the path of many stairs up away from this place.
All right, my friends. Time to go. And he will dash.
Yeah.
So, I think that's what? That's 40 feet, so however, 20 more feet after that.
Yeah, he's running. He's full booking it.
Do I have a shot at that cultist from here?
Yeah.
He's just going to roll another one.
No, dude. Redemption.
Let's go, nat 20.
He's gonna roll 10.
Nat 20, max damage. Nah.
All right, max damage. Max damage.
Max damage.
Oh,
close,
yeah.
close.
Honestly, better than it had been. As your fire makes contact with the cultist, even a glancing blow, it seems to just do a teensy bit of nothing. Then the cultist explodes, and gore rains from his once position. The devil gives the whole situation a huff, and then vanishes into the ether. But that skeleton is still in hot pursuit.
Oh shit, he's keeping the devil here.
I will admit, brother, I feel vindicated. And then I can join them in getting the hell out.
That's right. Okay. Rex's time.
Drawing the 2 daggers he was in tune with, Vraxis throws 1.
Yeah, bonus action.
Oh, good.
Got enough
Wait,
to
you're
hit.
never getting
That
that
hits.
back.
Yeah, he's never getting it back.
Okay.
And then he throws the other, his main action.
Wait, what if them has a ranged attack?
He's not thinking about that.
Really? Really? Fuck. All right, well.
Or one of them dashes out in front of him.
That would be
Okay.
funny, actually. I don't know if it'd be possible. But it'd be funny.
One is a direct hit into the beast's shoulder, and the other grazes its leg. Still burrowing into the bone, nonetheless, but in a far less effective attack.
Then with his free action, he lays some ball bearings in their path. Slow them down. Says,
They replace me with an oath. Their standards have dropped.
Owned.
then he will fucking move his 30 feet. I can't move by this pillar for some reason. Where was I? I was here, and then 10, so one more here.
All right. Well, you guys are... I don't need to tell you, you guys are going to make your escape at this point, especially with those ball bearings.
Yeah, what does Squelch say?
Yeah, as the escape occurs.
Charge.
Praxis will also throw one more weapon before he leaves, though, since they are going to be chased, and he's going to chase us into range.
Elf, do not stop for anything.
He'll also lay down more ball bearings. But that's so I can get the 4 momentum and start using the bonus action that gives me more move speed alongside dash. Uh-oh. Am I roboting?
No.
No, you're good.
Okay.
You all... so there's some additional fisticuffs, and which weapon are you throwing, Vraxis?
So I'm going to Roll one of the long swords, actually.
Oh shit. One final insult against the skeleton, of course. The champion. if
Yeah,
you will.
my replacement, bro.
Yeah.
I gotta fuck him over. Whatever you want me to roll for that. Is that like a -2 on this because it's a long sword, or?
Well, I think for a long sword, sure, you could do a -2. You'll probably still hit with all your other bonuses, though. So.
Yeah, it's -2 +2 plus it was 2 attacks, so +4 actually. So -2 +4.
That's right.
No. It's -2. Then there's the 2 attacks. That's +2. It's a fresh weapon, so +2. Yeah, that's correct. That's correct. 12, by the way.
All right, roll that damage.
4, by the way.
Yeah.
It's literally just insults.
Yeah, it's an insult, an expensive insult. And
Brax
then-
is definitely the type, bro.
Well, as you all manage to make your escape, it's not long before you find yourself in a pretty large central catacomb that holds within it a circular base upraised from the floor. And no sooner do you all find yourselves in the center of it, does it start to shake. For a moment you worry that there's been some terrible side effect to the ritual, or some other trap has been sprung, but then you begin to rise. The platform raising you up with the sound of heavy stone and metalwork clanking away all around you. And soon enough, sounds you haven't heard from a very long time now. The faint running of water. The
Damn, this is pretty.
faint sound of birds distantly cawing and preening and tweeting.
Oh my god, he paid for this.
Really?
No, don't look at that part.
Censored.
Yeah, well, just not put on stream, funnily enough. And then, as you arrive at this location, taking in the new breath, the new area, it's clear.
Selkor, with breathing in that first breath of fresh air, will look to his party members and he will say, well, with a laugh, he'll say, "What an escape!"
Well, nothing like getting away from demon spawn for a bit of excitement.
Yes, getting away from demon spawn with demon spawn. Who could ask for a better day?
I wish to never see him again.
Which one?
Yes.
Well, brother, unless
Him.
He responds to God. Man, how would Vraxis react? Yeah, Vraxis, he did a whole running retreat fighting thing. He comes up the rear, missing several weapons, and bleeding in several places. The rage in his eyes is much colder now, but it's still there. It's turning into a bitter resentment as, again, what he heard weighs on his mind. But he says,
So it is so the game is to take you lot to the hells. To claim my title? Fine. Fine. I'll make blades of you yet. If that is Mylar's wish.
Still laughing, and perhaps you're not sure of what now. Maybe he's just really happy to be out. Stelkor say, "Oh, and get this, brother. This one thinks he's a leader."
This one did.
As Theron disappears.
Hey, Theron, stop doing that.
What happened?
No, I hit misclicked.
Oh, shit.
Just sent you to the Shadow Realm for a moment. You're back, don't worry.
He was
And
taking
by
a
what
turn.
right do you claim supremacy, Sylvan?
Still laughing, not even concerned that you stepped to him. He'll say, "Oh, I never said I was supreme over you. I just said you are definitely not supreme over me. Look at us. We're both half dead."
I've survived death one time. Who's to say that I won't survive a second?
Praxis, I don't remember agreeing to go to hell.
I do going to understand the last part because of the filter. I don't remember what.
Agreeing to go to hell.
Agreeing to go to hell.
To go out.
I don't remember you having a will last time you agreed to anything. What's been in your diet? My brains?
I don't know. You deal with the tomb? Your guess.
Is there like a pillar over here?
Yeah.
Selkor will step over with Squelch, and he will like brace himself on the pillar and take a deep breath, and he'll say, "Okay, the excitement's over. You know, we escaped. Yes, all that. In all honesty, I don't know who is leader, but I say it's definitely not the two that are closest to death. I'm much more the dashing second in command. All glory, no work. I did just save a couple lives today."
If you will not claim the title, then I seek a challenger.
He turns the Theron.
Well, before you go all blood and glory on me, take a moment to consider this. And Theron will extend a hand towards the center of the circle between us, and in that space, you will see a filling the maximum space that I can fill. You will see silent images of first Ekumen Jar, and then every 6 seconds it will flicker to a different town of Asindasor, and Theron will begin to say as he switches from place to place, "You have slept for a long time, my friend, and now there is a whole new world waiting to know our dominion. Let us not choose a leader now, but come to an agreement that all there is that lies before us could be ours if we become stronger together." And then he will end the illusion and extend a hand.
Praxis will watch intently for a moment before growing disinterested. Bored, even. It's a strange expression on the creature's face, and he sort of just looks at you.
And why would I want the hovels of mortals when there is beautiful slaughter to be had? When there are rivals to break, champions to humble, Mylar to consume them.
Would you not find it fitting of your interest to scour the corpses of the world for a worthy challenger?
Maybe playing upon Vraxis's understanding of his new form with a weakened stature of some kind. Just throwing out ideas, doesn't have to be.
Let's say that's worth a +2. That's 13. We'll say it was a DC 12. Praxis is clearly skeptical, but you can see the cogs turning behind his eyes. A twitch as the mind that is usually so focused on how the blood splatters upon the stone or how the blade whistles through the air, instead turns to more mundane matters, less stimulating matters. And while he's clearly not pleased with having to consider such things as his future without a commander, taking his own reins, right? He does understand that a lot of this is above his pay grade at the time. So he looks to Theron and he says,
You are trained in the mystic arts. Yes, you desire these hovels and petty little lives.
I desire many things, but I can see that you desire a worthy opponent. You may have to slay a few unworthy ones here and there, but if you help me, I will give you the strife you seek.
so he doesn't have a dagger instead. Can we say he's got like, because the whole biting thing is I want him to bite, but I also like him to tear, so can we say like he's got like kind of claws going on, at least on one hand?
Yeah, that would be fine.
So extending a claw, Praxis will say,
Up in blood, then, elf. I shall murder those who would give you a crown. I shall murder until you wear a crown, and in exchange, you shall help me humble the upstarts that have taken my place. And you shall give me champions.
Wait, take a step back. In the space between us, Theron will gesture. And an invisible force will spring forth. And as it does, he will unsheath his short sword, do a sort of fancy, like dexterous elven hand movement, and kind of toss it around. And as he does, the force will take hold of the blade and then hold it aloft above us both. And then Theron will extend a hand. If blood is what you seek for the steel to be true, then let us stand on ceremony.
I like to think while this is happening, Selkor and Squelch are just like observing, and then as he says "stand on ceremony," Selkor just whispers over to Squelch, "I'm totally supreme over him, by the way."
so Praxis will take the hand, and as the blade presumably falls to make us draw blood, and the blood of demon, of Fate Lot and elf mix, Praxis will suddenly pull Theron close to him with so that they're chest to chest, and he leans into his ear with a terrible strength despite his wounds. He says,
Theatricality and ceremony powerful agents to the uninitiated.
Oh my god.
But we are initiated, aren't we, Theron? Servants now of the 9 hells.
Theron will. Although clearly not as strong as you, he will meet your strength, and he will say back, "To ambition and ever greater heights."
To the sanguine arts.
And then the embrace will conclude. We both take 1 damage.
Well, I'm glad that it wasn't Selkor who took 1 damage. Good job not signing up for that leadership position.
Yeah.
Do you feel it? I forgot to list that one down, to be honest. That would have been perfect for the fucking demon.
I just know for a fact he has like 1 monitor with the game on, and he has another monitor. And it's not. He doesn't even have it like typed out. It's like he just has a sticky note taped to the top of the monitor of like just his favorite Bane quotes.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
it.
I can't believe I didn't get the. This is a big pact for you.
Yeah.
No, I already used for you.
He already used.
already
Yeah,
told
that
you
was the
earlier,
first session,
so
I
mad
think.
about it.
Yeah, legit the first session he said for you.
Well, how do you guys feel about this session here, second session of Evil Campaign?
Oh, this was based.
Gotta hand it to you for the super fucking cool maps.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Well-
these maps have been epic.
The maps worked out. This one was not mine. This was one I grabbed in case you guys did just dip set immediately from the lair somehow in the first session. And so I needed to make sure that we had a good showdown for like all the prep was in what do you call it? The prep for this session was actually not here. It was in the place where all the fog was and all that, the mountain showdown. So that was where most of that was, and then a little bit of stuff in the lair. But this one I grabbed because like I actually tried to go back and find it to see if I could customize it or something, because sometimes you can do that with maps that people make with this software, and not quite on this one. But at the very least, it still stuck the landing as like a holy shit, we're not in hell. So
Yeah.
No, this is sick.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited to see where this.
Kind of.
Yeah, this is gonna be.
It's like me saying I'm kind of bummed we can't go for another hour.
Dude, I'm gonna fall asleep.
No, I know that's why I'm understanding, but I'm still bummed.
Oh, it was a pretty great cliffhanger, you know. Fucking literal deal with the lesser of 2 evil.
yeah, it kind of works out, didn't it?
Glad
For
that
both
Chandler's
parties, too.
characters continue to be the same.
Yeah. Dude, I'm glad that I end us out of there. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, you got
It's
you
kind
got to
of
do
neat
some
how
pretty
we're
good.
mirroring packs too, because Selkor and Squelch have a deal of meat, and then it's Braxis and Theron forming a deal of
ambition.
I
See,
like
I really enjoy the fact that like it's not the idea that like the character is super smart. Like when I fucking play this character, I have 7 health, so I actually have to be smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, even
And like,
tactically.
and when my very smart companions charge into battle in the middle of a losing fight, and I have to tactically retrieve them.
Hey, you know, this is how part of how Theron formed his bad habit of being
Yes, yeah.
very ballsy in very bad situations.
Because Selkor kept bailing him out. Yeah, I really. That's why I was like panicking when I realized I only had 1 psi left. Because I was like, I don't know how we're gonna get out of this. And then I was like, oh shit, I took my extra turn without using it. I should be good.
Yeah, and you were. It was clutch. And then you took exactly as little damage as you needed to take.
Yeah, that was also yeah, that was crazy. That was
that-
wild. Yeah, living
That
on one
entire
health.
encounter, like, we could have had a total party wipe so easily.
Like,
Yeah.
like I was sitting there. I was like, do I want to use a bonus action and Psy on Blade Ward? And then he rolls max fucking damage. So Blade Ward literally made it so he couldn't kill me no matter what, unless he nat 20'd.
Dude, Squelch was like 1 moment away from just trying to convince Selkor to just run away and
Yeah.
leave everyone behind.
Yeah.
Just be like, look, take me in the bag and just go.
Yeah.
Just go.
You can't have meat if you die.
That's right.
Yeah, legit.
How did you feel about it, Three Crow?
I thought that was awesome. Pretty good foundational session, I think. I almost regret that we're gonna be doing something else next week.
Yeah,
Almost.
Because there's
It's like me
some.
saying I'm kind of.
Yeah, there's some pretty good momentum here. You guys will have to decide where in the world map you would like to go. I can probably go ahead and activate that. But you guys are. I guess I can throw the rest of you onto this map now. Everybody's here.
All right, guys, we're going to Bardoon because some of us are wanted in other places.
Yeah, if you go back to Inalance, it will be a problem. But,
Well, do you
That's
think?
okay. Squelch and Vraxis probably don't even know that Inalance exists.
no,
Dude, we need like
He has no clue.
I think we need a like the next session to start with a like a little camping thing. Really, we start off
yeah,
like trudging
Yeah, we
through
start
the snowy mountains.
Yeah, and then we have some sort of wintry excursion. And, I don't know, fight something.
Well, I like the idea that we get a little long rest, and
Yeah.
since elves rest shorter than anything else, I wake up earlier and me and Squelch go hunting for meat.
pretty good.
And then
The advantage is you can carry Squelch around while he's sleeping.
So yes, well the advantage would be is Misty switching the deer, so I don't have to chase after it.
If I'm an elf descended fate lot, how does sleeping work since elves don't sleep?
They do. They sort of trance.
They trance just for a shorter period of time.
So you would probably just be used to resting for 4 hours instead of 8. or whatever.
Oh, okay.
I think that's what it is
I
for
will
elves.
treat my resting like elf rest.
I think that would be fine, unless there's a reason why you would like it to be the other way around. But that does mean that.
I mean, we could go the vampire angle.
Yeah.
More. That's up to you. I don't have a preference either way. I'm fine with either elf rest or like restless because vampire.
Right. Yeah, I think there should be some rest involved. We can always ideate on that over time. We got a little bit of time. But yeah, thanks guys for hanging out. Any final words people want to do before I hit this stop recording button?
I mute.
True.
Selkor supremacy.
Got him.
I
need meat.
And sleep.
I really thought he was gonna say sleep.
Me too.
If you guys haven't played Cosmonarchy, today is a great day to start because Pernigo implemented 3.
That's right, I did. I implemented 3 new units. 3 Yascozi units. Yeah. And they're in the tier 3. And they're in the 3rd military category, so that's 3. Alright. GG
Thanks.
boys. I'll see you guys soon.